Well, hey, this is Driver 55 coming at you behind my foam rubber microphone amid billowing clouds of first and second hand cannabis smoke. And we are here on this alien planet trying to get this dilithium refinery up and running. Been a handful, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. So we've been working on the water system and threw a few more things in. And of course, environmental people come along, my wife, and said, you got to protect the plants. So we're protecting the plants. Oh, I hope that gave somebody a chuckle. Um, so what we're doing, we'll have to build foundations for these pipes and a few other things there. Been trying to figure out where we're going to join these up because they obviously are not going to just plug into each other. So I think what we're going to do, and I had done the other day, yes, I am laying a row of blocks out to get kind of an idea of where we can run this pipe. And I'm thinking a little bit farther, and then we'll try to bring it between this row of bushes. So let's bring this out a little bit farther. Nope, just going in a straight line. Okay, and this would be the inside pipe. So we'll go here. Yeah. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring both of those pipes, both of these pipes, into a pump house. And I think right here we'll build a pump house. So, let's bring that far pipe a little bit farther, get it onto land, and maybe see what kind of a foundation we want to put down. Not worried about working in the water right now. That's kind of tricky. It's hard to place. So, let's see, how many sections do we have? Okay, 1, 2, we're doing 4 sections. 1, 2, all right. Let's go to, there's 1. All right, and we'll put 1 there. We'll put 1 there. Then that is going to be a foundation. Yeah, that should work right there. So we need, oh, we need 1 more. There we go. And let's roll that around. Oh, there. I think that has got it. Yep. All right. So then there'll be a foundation right there. Good, and we can come past the plants. Oh. If you saw my wife's flower gardens, you'd know why. She has quite the green thumb. So I can understand her. Hey, those are pretty flowers. I think that's the spot. Yep. Yeah, see, and with these being offset too, I think in the end that will help us. I think that will help us. So, I don't know, that's what the engineers wanted, so who knows? You know how engineers are. I know I'm a mechanic and was a mechanic by trade. And all I know is engineers are mechanics' worst nightmares. You always want to grab an engineer by the collar and say, hey, you come here and fix this. You designed it. A very wise gentleman told me one time, because I've built stuff from scratch. Uh, uh, I've got things in my basement I've built from scratch. Uh, and I mean, it's, oh well. You look at what an engineer puts together and you go, well, now apply that in real life. Come out to the shop and fix that. Okay, so we can now we can start putting in some foundation here. We got an idea how close they are to the ground. It's a lot easier to line stuff up. So let's see, we're going to need a concrete block because we want to put these on concrete footings. So it doesn't look like we've got a concrete block available. So we'll go here. Oh, blocks. And we'll go with just a plain concrete block. And I want to put yeah, let's put this one here, and I can work these foundations off of this, off of F3. So there's F1. All right, so now we need to go to, we can do this off of F3. So we need, put down some concrete. So we'll get it, this will give us an idea where we're at with that. Okay, is that just one block? Wow. Nope, there's a block underneath that. Perfect. So, we're what? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2. Let's go one more on the back. We'll go 3 around up front and back. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And what do we got here? We're probably 2 off the end. Yep, that'll work. So we want 2 more here. Wherever that was. We can always trim that up if I'm past it. Nope, right on the money. Okay, so now we'll put, and we'll come out. Should be 1. I think that's what I want right there. 1 more row. Now how's that look? Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay. So, well, we can bring this other pipe out the same way then, I guess. So we go back to F1. Oh. That was one of the things on the forum on Steam that they said, what would you like to see added? I'd like to see a way to remove these trees. Not all of them, but just when something gets in your way like this, be able to take it out. All right, we go to put a couple in. What would you would call this? A stanchion or a couple or a, I don't know. And okay, so we'll get over here. Now we can see what we're doing. And we'll go with a concrete footing. And this one looks like we can bring it up a few blocks. Oh yeah, and I'll still paint in the back of that other one too. Otherwise it looks like the concrete's floating. Let's see, we'll go. Let's go one more. something going on here. Okay, well, we can get rid of all of this. No, 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 no. There. Now, are we back to, yep. Okay, now that's one below the edge. So that's all right. I guess we want to do that anyway. Now we go to 7. Is there still 1 or 2 gap there? Nope, just a single gap. All right, single block. So we can start there and go right across. And we'll put a row on the back. Oh, went too far. I think I'm going to have to run around the other side and correct that. I got to anyway. All right. And there we go. Well, at least we didn't run into quicksand. We'd have had to run it through Rock Ridge. Old people will catch that joke. Well, let's see. What do we got going here? How are we looking? Man, this is all just a start. We got catwalks, and there's got to be wiring ran and painting to be done. Threw a little bit of paint here and there. The water lines will be blue. Of course, that's water, right? So, but yeah, it'd been nice to be able to, and I'm not sure about removing big trees like this, but that tree over there, a tree that size there, yeah, if I could make that go away, that would be nice. The other thing is some of these boulders. If there was a way you could take a hammer and smash that boulder and just have it disappear, that would be, that would have been a game. That would be game changing when they can do that. And then back over here, we've got all of this yet. This is still even just scratched the surface on the plumbing. Basically still working on the infrastructure. We've got all of this yet. And then once you get, this is all has to do with the chemicals and the hot gases and all of that from the dilithium process. There's still all of the water lines and everything have to be run for the cooling and for the steam pipes. And I mean, we're just starting. There's going to be a lot. This is going to go for a long ways. As long as people want to watch, I'll keep building. Because I have one vivid imagination. And like I said before, I do this because I have fun playing video games. And I can. I'm retired. My bills are taken care of. Our bills, my wife and I, we're living the dream. So I get a kick out of my friends that say, why you play video games? Because I can. Because I'm a kid at heart. I'm going to stay a kid at heart. So I'll tell you what. I'll leave you with a story. This little boy, this guy, I'll tell you how it started out. This guy this was back years ago when fighting dogs was allowed. And it's a cruel sport, and I'm glad it's outlawed. And I'm a dog lover. I own a beautiful little dog. So anyway, this took place years and years ago, but this guy had raised one of the most vicious fighting dogs they could find in the country. I mean, he raised him on raw meat and beat him every day. And I mean, this dog was just so mean, it was unbelievable. And he'd won every dog fight he'd ever been put in. I mean, he was just the absolute champ. So this guy's sitting in the bar one day, and the dog's laying on the floor beside him, and he's drinking away and bragging about his dog. And Here this little boy goes walking by the open door of the bar, and he's got a funny little yellow dog with him, and that guy looks out and he goes, hey, he says, I'm going to show you how mean this dog is. He says, I'm going to sick him on that dog out there. And they go, well, man, that's going to be terrible. He said, he's just going to tear him apart in front of that little boy. And he goes, I don't care. You watch. He sicked that dog on that boy, the little yellow dog. And, man, he run up to that dog, and he got ready to grab him, and that little yellow dog turned right around, and he bit that big-ass mean dog right in half. I mean, just two pieces of him laying there. And the guy couldn't believe it. And I mean, people come piling out of the bar, and they're like, what happened? What's going on? And the guy goes, kid, what is that? That was the meanest dog in the country, and your little yellow dog just bit him right in half. He said, well, what kind of dog is that? He said, where did you get him? And that little boy said, well, mister, he says, I got to tell you the truth. He said, before we cut his tail off and painted him yellow, he used to be an alligator. And with that, this is Driver 55, and I better get out of here before the rocks start flying.